Reggiemite's owners, Gary and Craig Weston, his trainer, Linda Britton, and partner, Chris Hulse. Welcome everyone, great to have you with us. It's hard to believe that a quarter of a century has passed since the mighty greyhound, the speed freak that he was, the record breaker, first stepped out onto the racetrack. For this team of people, and Gary, what an enormous thrill it must have been to have raced a horse like him.
A dog.
Who, I beg your pardon. I knew I would do that. No, I knew I would do that. They'll edit that out later on, of course. Yeah. A great greyhound like Reggie. And he came along at the right time for everyone, didn't he? Particularly you.
Oh, very much, yeah. We had a few other trainers and we'd only just joined Linda's team, and Linda and Chris's team, and we bought quite a few dogs from over east and we weren't having any luck. And Linda, I think, felt a bit sorry for us, and she bred Reggie, and she suggested that we should buy into that one, and that was Craig's first dog, so it was really special, very special for us.
Talk about beginner's luck.
Yeah, every dog. Well, Linda said that I wasn't the lucky charm, but Craig was, so we had to name. Or we had to have ownership on all of the dogs since then, including Craig, and so the four of us have owned all of the dogs going forward from then.
You've had a wonderful relationship, it goes back decades. It's just a formidable combination, all of you together. And you handle so many greyhounds, Linda, when did you first know that Reggie might have something of an X factor about him?
Well, I said this story on radio the other day. The late, great Peter Thomas, the vet that who was our track vet in Perth, and he was a bit of a leadfoot, and the dog was in a yard near the road, and he would plant it when he went past this dog, and he said, "I've never had a dog beat me," because the dog it was about 200 or 300 metres. He said, "You've got a very fast dog in your front yard." So that was Reggiemite. So that's when we knew.
And who named him Reggiemite? Because it really stuck, it captivated everyone, and everyone was cheering for Reggie.
Yeah, well, Chris's late father, Reg Hulse, Linda always used to sort of have a go at him and say, "Reggie might do this or Reggie might do that." And so we didn't really have any choice. He was named Reggiemite by Linda right from the start, and it's nice to remember Reg Hulse, from Reggiemite.
Yeah, an enduring memory, isn't it?
It is.
Beautiful.
It is.
Look, he raced, and we were looking at some of the vision there against the superstars, and I suppose when you consider that he was competing in an era of champions and not dissimilar to our own great Northerly, who was racing, around 2000, and again, against the very best there was on the Australasian turf, taking on so many. And I suppose when you think back, the performances that he was able to pull out both here, interstate, against the quality of those wonderful greyhounds, those champion greyhounds from Victoria, from New South Wales, from all over the land, was something else.
It was really, really special for us. We just had a fantastic journey, and we've had a fantastic journey. It's nearly 30 years we've been together with Linda and Chris, and it's just like family, and it's a great sport.
The clashes with Rapid Journey, who is probably thought of as being the greatest greyhound to have ever raced in this country, and yet you had to take him on. How did you feel when you had to take on this immortal?
Yeah, look, it was never easy, and I always said Rapid Journey had the track sense, Reggie had the speed, and unfortunately, Reggie didn't always have the track sense. So we didn't, but you know, we always we were somewhere near him, and what a mighty dog he was, you know. So very privileged to be racing against a dog like Rapid Journey.
I know it would be subjective, but if there was no Rapid Journey, could Reggie have been the greatest greyhound ever produced?
Would have gone close. Yeah, he was very, very good. He was the fastest dog we always say he's the fastest dog we ever had. He just had pure speed.
And of course, later on he went to stud, did a very good job.
Yes, he was a good stud dog. He went to Tony Appap in Queensland, and Tony gave him a good chance of throwing some good pups, and Linda also had some good litters as well. So, yeah, he was a good stud dog, but you know, he probably didn't get as much work as what we would have hoped.
Well, he certainly left an indelible mark. There's no question about that. For those the fans of greyhound racing back 25 years ago or thereabouts now, I mean, they cheered for Reggie like no other, and he's one of the greats of all time that we've been able to produce in WA. So it's wonderful that you've been able to come along tonight, share with us this evening, Gary, Craig, Linda, Chris, and welcome your champion greyhound Reggiemite into the WA Racing Hall of Fame. Well done.
Thank you very much, and we really appreciate it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the stage this evening, can you please once again put your hands together for the owners of Reggiemite.
What a dog, hey?
Yes, he was a dog.